In 2012, the Spurs looked primed to reach their 5th title.
I want some nasty!
Until their season was cut short by a group of promising young upstarts.
Oklahoma City coming from 18 down. The celebration has begun. The Oklahoma City Thunder are headed to the NBA Finals.
Spurs fans could feel that this was the end of an era.
But this team loves one another so much.
We were beginning to think Duncan would never again hoist that trophy.
Hard, played smart, won championships, and I don't think you finished with that yet.
I'm not.
Really?
I want to win one more trophy and got your name on it.
At least one more.
The Spurs went back to square one. Another season, another 50 wins, another playoff appearance.
San Antonio holds on. And for the 16th straight year, the Spurs are going to the playoffs.
That makes 16 straight. What happened 16 years ago? I wonder.
With the first pick in the 1997 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Tim Duncan from Wake Forest University.
After what happened last year, Spurs fans didn't want to get their hopes up. Many people were counting the Spurs out before the playoffs even began.
The Los Angeles Lakers are about to eliminate my Spurs in 6 games.
It looks like they would get matched up against their nemesis, the Lakers, who have always given them troubles in the postseason, but that suited the Spurs just fine. They love being under the radar. As soon as people started counting them out, fate smiled upon them. Kobe's season was ended by an injury, and the Spurs swept the Lakers out of the first round.
Kobe Bryant's serious and perhaps career-altering injury confirmed by the LA Lakers today, a torn Achilles tendon, which will end his season.
Meanwhile, across the conference, Westbrook's season was ended abruptly, and the Thunder struggled without him.
Return of Russell Westbrook, who will undergo right knee surgery to repair a lateral meniscus tear.
The second round proved to be a tough test. The Warriors were virtually the exact opposite of the Spurs, and they pushed the Spurs defense to its limits. But the Spurs found a way to push through and hang on for some thrilling victories. For the second year in a row, they made it to the Western Conference Finals. Their opponent was the Memphis Grizzlies. After winning 4 straight to close out the series against the number 1 seed Thunder, many people believed that the Spurs did not have a legitimate chance. But there's something they didn't count on. The Grizzlies were playing Spurs basketball. The Spurs simply did it better. When you've had the Twin Towers, you know how to stop that big man combo. The Spurs asserted their dominance and cruised to a 4-0 series victory. Now they eagerly await the winner of the Eastern Conference Finals. Many Spurs fans are cheering for the Pacers. Naysayers like to believe that it's because we're scared of the Heat. They couldn't be more wrong. George Hill started his career as Tony Parker's backup. We just want to see our boy do well. Not to mention that we love playing against David West. He's one of our favorite enemies. We want to play the Pacers, but not because we're scared of the Heat. A little geography lesson for y'all. San Antonio is in the great state of Texas. If there's one thing us Texans know, it's how to beat the Heat.
Sacrifice and do all the right things, put yourself in a position to win the whole thing. You just did.
For some of the veterans, this may be their last chance. For some of the youngsters, it's just the first of many. But there is something that every player on this roster, every coach on the sideline, and every fan in the stands has in common. They all want the exact same thing.
You should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Don't be mad, I want you to see that. You want it.